it once again.
Hello guys, and welcome to Crazy Danny, and today I'm going to talk about disposable mask. That everyone, yes, the government has said that everyone's got to wear a mask, and I think I said 3 months in my videos about everyone's wearing masks. But what really worries me now is everyone's wearing disposable masks and not binning them, not binning your disposable mask. And I'm very concerned about wildlife, because, if you find your disposable mask in ponds or lakes or any kind of wildlife, you are killing wildlife. You're killing ducks, you're killing gooses, you're killing our wildlife, and we need to stop throwing disposable masks on the floor. There are bins around, so put your disposable mask in a bin. It is not that hard. It is not so simple. We got to think about our wildlife as well. We don't want to kill our wildlife, because think about other wildlife out there, like the elephants, like giraffes, bears. They're all getting instincts. They're all getting wiped out because people go around hunting for elephants, tusks and stuff, and killing elephants. And we got to think about our wildlife. Our wildlife. We don't want to kill our wildlife. We don't want to kill our birds. We don't want to kill our ducks and gooses and any other animals you can think of. We want to save our wildlife. I mean, if you're an animal person who who loves the wildlife, and someone like me who's an animal lover. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you've got a dog or a cat. You could, animals is a human being as well. They have they live on the planet as well, and we don't want to kill our wildlife. So do a sensible thing. If you have disposable masks, put it in a bin, or if not, carry a plastic bag with you and put the disposable mask in the plastic bag, and then when you find a bin, put it in the bin. Stop being lazy. To all those lazy people out there who thinks dropping masks on the floor is okay when it's not okay, because you are putting rubbish on the floor. Of course, there's jobs, there's dustmen out there trying to do the jobs to keep our streets clean and it was nice and clean as possible, but it does not help when people are throwing disposable masks on the floor, or like I said, throwing them in people throwing them in the pond, infecting our ducks, infecting our wildlife. We don't want that. Come on, people, So stop being lazy and put your disposable mask in the bin. So think on your reaction. Think before you drop something on the floor. I mean, it's like chewing gum. People throw chewing gum on the floor, or if people throw rubbish at the car window. If you get spotted, throwing rubbish on the floor by a copper, you will get. There is a penalty for it. There's a fine for it, and you got to think. Think before you reacting. Think before you do something. All I'm saying is, if you're wearing a disposable mask, please be sensible and put it in a bin. It is not that hard. I mean, or if you can't, if you can't be bothered getting a disposable mask, get a washable mask. Washable mask, it might cost you a bit more than a disposable mask, but at least a washable mask, you can wash it with water and sanitizer and keep your washable mask clean. So every time you're losing your mask, when you go out or you go into a shop and you wear your mask, and you've got a washable one, you can wash. At least you're being sensible, But if you're wearing a disposable mask and you can only wear it once, and then you decided to throw it on the floor, what could happen? What happen if your dog get caught up in it you know, or your pet cat gets caught up in it, you know, and you know it, you know, and you got to rush them, and basically you might have to rush your dog or your cat to a dentist, to a vet, I mean, because someone has dropped a disposable mask on the floor that can cause a lot of damage to an animal. So you know, it's, you know, like I said, I am a bit of an animal lover myself. I love all animals, you know, and you could they are a human being as well. That, you know, they have, you know, they live as well. You know, they walk. You know, they have a heart. They have skins. You know, but apart from that animal, you know, and my point is, you know, what I said. If you're wearing a disposable mask, please put it in the bin. That is, I've got to say about it. On this topic, and I feel that, you know, this can cause a lot of damage to our wildlife, and I don't really want to see my life to go, because, you know, there's a lot of more. You know, there's a lot of, I love, like I said, I'm an animal lover. I love all animals, and if you are an animal lover, and if you wear a disposable mask, think carefully about where you go throw your mask. You know, put it in a bin. Do a sensible thing. Put it in a bin, because it is saving our wildlife, and I think, you know, people out there who's being lazy, or, you know, not using the common sense, things like that. I think, you know, you should use your common sense. I think you should, like, put your disposable mask in the bin. And like I said, if you are an animal lover like me, then you will understand where I'm coming from. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear what you think about this topic. And everything else. So that's all I've got to say from Crazy Danny, and peace.